go life tap. Oh. Yeah, I feel like just having a siphon is really good. You can end up with no removal so easily. I mean, these are all really good. I shouldn't get debated too hard by the win rates just because Siphon Soul has a really high win rate just because it's a Warlock card, and when you have Warlock second, you have a really high win rate. Let's go for the Siphon. I hate that Jiraxis is probably just wrong. The problem is, like, it's actually trolling because Jiraxis is just so bad and it's just not the card for this meta right now. Alex is no fun. Alex is fun, just not as fun as Jiraxis, but it's too wrong, I think. I'm actually gonna take Geomancer over this so that we can't get a beast eaten. I probably should, to be honest. It's sad that that's probably actually correct. It's sad that I feel like this is actually right. Oh, Death Knight. This is the first time I've actually... I don't think I've actually gotten a tri-classic silver card. These are basically the main way that you can actually get Death Knights. This card's a bit better than this, but we need 3s, and we don't have 3s. So... we don't have that much stuff that's good with Battlemaster. Should probably just take this. Why, hello there. Ooh, we already have a shadow spell. Okay. Okay. Dude, this could totally go off. Imagine we should just take the Shell Razor. Definitely take that. Some pirates. Yeah, should go for another. More Fiendish Circle. Damn, we got all the nuts. Ah, we got the Giga Nuts. Okay. Probably take the Orc, right? We have removal. We have small removal. We don't have exactly 3 damage removal, but... we should take the 3. We're taking like every 3 we can get, and we're still short on 3s. Sky Talon seems fine. Take a Temple Enforcer, I guess. Another Firefly. That's what we wanted. Oh man, Alec Mount is good in this deck too. Ooh, that's the nuts. Do we want Big Taunt? Probably. We could take the 3. We have 4 3s right now. We would like probably 2 more. It's definitely not the Firefly in this spot. I think you can honestly justify Eggnapper pretty well. But it's not like... I mean, you can justify Fellord too. They're both very good. We don't really have just like a late drop. Like just a minion that we can just play on an empty board or something. So... that's really good. Actually, we have 2 active areas for War Mage. Still probably Lion's Guard's better. I mean, Lion's Guard with life tap is just kind of pretty good. And do we ever take a Blossom over a Brawler just to be able to fill our mana better? I mean, we kind of still need a 2, don't we? And a 3. We have a lot of 1s. Like the Fireflies are 2s, kind of. It's like this card's obviously way better than this. We can also Blossom, have it somehow not take damage, and then Bone Marrow or Alec Mount. It would be hilarious. Brookfu, yeah. Probably just take the better card. 2 into 3 into 4. I don't think Fellord is so good that we keep it. Because you could. But, I don't think we need to do that in this deck. Why, hello there. This thing never dies, right? actually hard for a mage to kill this, and it's also hard for a hunter to kill this. This guy's spending a whole lot of mana doing absolutely nothing. Don't mind this. I should probably be playing this always on the far left. Okay, if he fire sells us, we get to refill with 2 replicants. Pretty good. Prediction is active. Okay. We start a prediction, the opponent immediately concedes. So I start a prediction every game. Every game. Will we win this game? Yes, no. Opponent immediately concedes. Immediately go 12-0. Is this the secret? I'm not going to say I enjoy the meta, but I enjoy it more than I did the other days when I did not average double digit. It's just, I knew that was the case before too, was just the case. It's because it's a high roll meta, you know, it's just like, well, if you're high rolling, you feel fine. Because there were a couple people that were like, you know, I think most people understood, even the people that were winning more. But it's like there were a couple people like, I don't know what you guys are complaining about. This is fun for me, while they're high rolling out of their minds. And then each of them had their own realization when they stopped high rolling. They're like, oh, that's why people don't like it. Okay. You know, should probably play around AoE a little bit. Yeah, GG Tarantula. You were very close. It was unfortunate that our deck was insane. I think our deck was that one of our, I think that was one of our 12-0s. We've had 2 12-0s today. I think that was one of them. You were probably by far the closest one to killing it. And that was our 0-0 game, I think. The sweeping strikes, that wasn't him, that was somebody else. Help. That was the sweeping strike team was our 12th win on one of those runs. I think Tarantulagram we played at our first, he was the first game we played today. It was our first, oh no, that was our priest actually. That was our priest druid. That's how you win with the bad decks though, right? Just smack them in the face. Smack them in the face. Rip that guy. Stop buffing. Okay. That I can live with. The first victim of a 12-0 deck, yep. What do you think you're gonna get that's gonna be better than a 6/7 lifesteal for 6 mana? God. I'm triggered now, chat. I'll just get completely memed by that. Flipping G's. Thanks for the resub for 3 months. Nice. You got the little flame badge, Poggers. Welcome back. Appreciate the support. This guy has so much life steal, dude. Tortolan. Jesus. Seems okay. They good old buff your minion into transform your own minion strat. Into Hex a Yeti. Into Hero Power Pass. Okay. So I should probably actually just play this because there's no way we're ever gonna fall below there's actually no way we're ever falling below 30 in this, below 15 in this game. It's actually impossible. Holy shit. It seems pretty okay. Shows up. Watch him play 2 more Lions Guards. He didn't play 2 more Lions Guards, chat. Probably should have put him to 8 technically. Eh. I think I don't even keep a 2-mana 2/2. Alright, people are like high on this server. What the hell? This is not NA. We played like 3 straight people. I mean, one person just early conceded, right? But the other 2 people are like, what? It's not the server you're interested in, Art of. I'll go for this. It could get deadly shotted, but this is good against Basilisks. It is. But they could also just razor draw a 1/2 into doing nothing. It's a fair call though. Like, I should probably do this first because of Basilisk. Dread's lost to a Priest Hunter. There's nothing wrong with Priest Hunter. I mean, there's some stuff wrong with Priest Hunter, but Priest Hunter can work. See if he has good cards. Sure. Yeah, he never punishes us for going face here. He can't Elec him out yet? Okay. Death Knight. Almost active Kazakus. Okay. We need to make sure we can get him down to 8 in the next couple turns. If we can just keep chipping at him. Okay, it's not the end of the world. It's a little bad because we're losing board now, but okay, that's a good draw. We could just knock him down. We could kind of disregard board and just knock him into range now. Which, I mean, should be fine, really. It's just that we're losing a lot board if we just completely disregard everything. It's probably just fine right now, though. We're not losing that much less board by trading, even. To be honest, at least from what we can see. As long as we don't, like, die in 2 turns, which is possible because Battlemaster exists. That's pretty bad. He can't really hit us in the face because he has to trade with everything he ever has, so we should be okay. There's just no sense saving any resources, right? Just make sure that if he has, even if he has 5 healing, we still kill him. No way we ever die here. There's no reason to tap because we don't need anything, right? Can I just show my hand? There should be a show hand feature in this game, right? You can just show the Alexstrasza and be like, GG! If he drafted Binding Heal in a Priest Hunter draft, they deserve to win. At that point, you just concede out of respect, right? Another Hunter. Hunter Shaman. The, our runs today, we have a 7, a 9, and 2 12-0s. So it's fair to say it's an above average day today. So like, good luck getting bored against this. I guess we're just taking. And we're just gonna tap and play the Flame Elemental, right? Unless we draw a 3. Otherwise, like, I mean, no matter what, I think we're taking these trades. Not worth using this right now. I should put this in the middle, technically. The Grievous Bite. Pandaren Importer, the Walmart Deeprun, basically, yeah. We have no synergy for this. So I guess we do it now. Like, we have a clear turn 5 play, and we're just gonna play as a 2-1 if we play it later. We might as well play it now. Oh. Oh. That's kind of annoying. So you probably wouldn't do it for the sheer level of disrespect for Freezing Trap. But I mean, imagine if you disrespect Freezing Trap and it's actually snakes there. And Rescue Trader is amazing. Excuse me, sir. Can you stop with that? So I mean, I either have to Rusty Raider this, or I have to give up my 6-1. The thing is, the 6-1 when your opponent clearly doesn't have pings is actually pretty good, so it may actually be worth protecting by using Rusty Raider. So I'm gonna do it. Turns out having 6 damage repeatedly hitting your opponent in the face is pretty good. And then a 6-1 that just kills your 6-6 immediately is pretty good. Okay. We broke his spirit. Exactly, that's what we do. Pretty nice decks. Pretty nice decks today, yeah. Thanks for the follow. I think we'll just keep the Firefly. Look for more tempo or deep runs. 1-drop into Deceptor. Be good. Priest. Shaman. Is that our only shadow spell? I hate it here.
So where does the magic come from? Thank you for constructing me.
Well, it's not Sneeds at least.
Like this?
Thank you for constructing me. Trades it off. Not even a Scorpid follow up. It's better to take Replicat or... It's never safeguard. It's the question is, do we play the spider tank now? This isn't so weak to value trading because we have the 1-1 and the 1-2 to trade back. Kind of close. I mean, this is a fun pick. I think it's okay. This is the correct order here. You have to make him think that you have a shadow spell in your deck, even though you don't. I regret everything. Now your opponent thinks you're a noob. Very important. We could play 2 Replicats, or we play this. In theory, they both do the same thing. It does feel like at this point the this has higher upside theoretically, even though I don't know how we're gonna ever stick a minion, but I'll figure that out at some point. Okay, that's a problem. It's nice how all the like 1 damage AoEs left basically, even though they still have reset Spirit Lash. But like basically every other 1 damage AoE left, so you have a lot less fear playing cards like this. bit problematic for him unless he has... I mean, he has to have basically Hex, right? Or he just has 5 damage. Ah, 5 damage, that's pretty good for him. I'll draft all these premium cards as Priest. It helps when you get Warlock second pick. Because when you pick Warlock second, it gives you better cards. And you also have life tap. So, the best, unironically, the best advice for getting better Priest cards is to get Warlock as your second pick. Or Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter's good too. I can actually maybe... we don't know... The problem is we don't know what Conjure is going to give us. We might be able to copy Alexstrasza with this. We should be able to do it in such a way that we can actually just copy Alexstrasza. It's probably unnecessary to go for that though. He's playing Chemist now is also fine.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
That's pretty good. That's fine. I mean, we have life tap. Our opponent doesn't have life tap, so we shouldn't go for meme combos. If we want to win, we should just try to not die. Because our opponent's trying to win by taking every value trade possible. Just try to like somehow squeak out value, but like, I mean, we have life tap is the issue for him. Any potions I'll actually play? Probably not. Guess we'll take the silence. Madness, that's true. We would play Potion of Madness, that's true. But it's also true that, yeah, we could have tapped and then checked for the potion. Oh, we got a better play, so we didn't need to go for this. Go for it, I think. Similar situation, right? So now we can go for the madness. Do not hit the madness. I'll play the 2-2. I don't think we need to commit. We could remove the totem, but it's just like, why? Guy loves a trade. He's trying to win by value in spite of being against a Warlock, you know?
You got the wrong guy, pal.
He's been very consistent, at least. So he has that going for him. Because, like, I mean, it's like in this game, it feels like it wouldn't have... There's no way he could have won by going face either. But at some point, you do have to accept, like, you know... He has no win condition, right? I think he just gave us a win condition. Boom. The funny thing is I almost want these later, but yeah, I'm against like a paladin. I don't know. I'll keep a 1 still. No, I don't think it... All the bombers should work the same. It's not like Sneeds. Sneeds will let you kill death rattles, but like bombers don't work that way. All the hits happen simultaneously. It's funny how it doesn't work that way with Sneeds, but you know. Probably the reason they didn't do that with Sneeds was because if they didn't do it that way with Sneeds, then you'd be able to overkill stuff that's already dead. That's probably why they didn't do it that way, actually. Oops, I misclicked.
This one goes there.
Would I have kept the 1 dropping a demon to your power? Probably not. And part of it's like, that's not always a thing that you don't always not keep it, but because we have so many other ones, I think I would look for the other ones. So like, it's not 100% like I would never keep a 2-1 against Demon Hunter, but I think in this case we don't. Okay, now I really want to Rusty Raider and Preserve. I want to keep milling him more. He doesn't know that we're milling him, chat. Watch him like fireball this and then trade off. That would be like the ultimate snipe play. Imagine fireballing a Rusty Raider.
Steal from the rich, give to the poor. Brilliant.
That was a mistake.
He didn't know, chat. He didn't know. He wasted the best card in his deck. Adaptation. I don't even want to silence away that crap. Oh well. I mean, I guess I'll still do it. I'll pop this 9-1, I guess. If he traded into the 3-6, yeah, that would be sketchy. The irony is that he still ended up doing it. Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. What is wrong? You know we have Sneeds in our hand. He's just like, oh, I'll just take 9 down. He should know anyway. He doesn't 100% know, but like you should know if your opponent doesn't play their Deeprun card immediately. You should know it's Sneeds. But yeah, okay. Now we get wrecked by 6 straight Lions guards. Not quite. Close though. Definitely want to keep 2 understated minions, but yellow. Probably okay to have an understat 2 and 3 if you proceed it with a 1-drop. Probably makes it okay. Okay. It used to be when Deeprun had better tempo options. I would usually play it over a 2-drop, but now, I mean, you're trying to get Sneeds, right? The one thing about playing on curve is you can get Replicat on curve, but I mean, you want Sneeds, so. I'm curious, did the turn 2 win rate of Deeprun go down? Its win rate is doing pretty well on turn 2, but I mean, that's not like a super big lift. Like most 2-drops, you know, will have a way higher win rate on turn 2 because you obviously want them on turn 2. That's not super extreme. Maybe play the slowest card here. Or we play this one. Let's go for this one. I don't really need Arcane Intellect as a Warlock. This only triggers on Siphon Soul. We can also OTK ourselves. That's pretty good. Why not tap and shoot? It's just, I want to save the Slinger because our hand's really awkward. I guess tapping might make it less awkward, but I'm just trying to get... We're already winning on board, it's just I'm trying to figure out how to make our hand less awkward. Which this hasn't really done very well. Maybe I go for the tap now. There's nothing I'll play off of tap, so I can start with this. Wait, we can just play that. This is like free. Replicat's good too, but I mean, that's better. We're gonna lose now to Righteous Defense, aren't we? Are we getting debated into the ultimate Righteous Defense? The tri-classic covers are a lot less insane. It's just that nowadays, like, you're not expected to give up stats for Discover. So, like, people don't pick things like this anymore that often. Because, like, just giving up this amount of stats is, like, it's not really acceptable anymore. It used to be a 3-mana 2/2 that replaced itself with something that was good. It was insane. But now it's like, you can play, like, a 3-mana 3/4. That'll replace itself.
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop.
Surely he never gets poisoned. That's not poison. Even if he gets poison, we have 2 taunts, so it's probably honestly just wrong to kill it anyway, just because the risk of low roll. Don't kill it. Don't kill my 8-1. Don't do it. He didn't do it. Auger. Got him. Like good card to have.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
It's a nice card to take from him. I mean, there's so many options here. That's kind of bad. Do we ever actually coin Chemist? Doesn't feel good. Okay, coin Scorpid. I wish I could play one taunt, protect our other taunts. Okay. Found the strategy. He buffs 6 minions. His entire hand is minions.
Drink the power.
Hello there. surprised he's just giving us that. As well. I think it's for another 6. I mean, this guy's playing like he has you know, the thing. When I say the thing, I mean Inquisitor. We do not have to Fellfire here. And in fact, we save a lot more health by not Fellfiring. And it's hypothetically a slightly better board position as well. So... seems like we should do this. Silence and Talon. You get a, that way you get a 5/5 instead of a 1/3 basically. Probably better. Okay, I'm thinking now we Fellfire Slinger. It's nice of him to heal us. What's up, Mortar Robotron? How you doing? Main thing is soul mirroring is nice. We get extra healing, but this is fine too. Jesus. This guy has just no chill whatsoever. Okay, I mean, so we don't die to Inquisitor this turn. We have a Bone Mirror and a Soul Mirror. So just hopefully we don't die. It's kind of bad. That is, like, not something we can really deal with, actually. Let's see what else we can really do here. Problem is, this thing's gonna fuck us. There's nothing we can do about it. Gotta be kidding me. You fucking cheese by a Skillmancer now? And that's a card. I can kill this and then Soul Mirror. Means he's left with a 3. I can also heal myself. Kill both of these. It's probably better. I'm pretty close to lethal, but okay, he's pretty firmly out of shit. So we can go for the Soul Mirror. Oh wait, we draw Siphon Soul if we have to hit him in the face though. That doesn't really work. I mean, I could tap for it actually. Just a little awkward. I'm just gonna do this, I guess. Die silence this way. No, just just die anyway. Could I even be Consecration?
For the light, for my daughter.
Noon give me strength.
Can't believe we're not talking about Shadow Council. I have not seen a Shadow Council this entire meta. I mean, Shadow Council was a card that was complained about. I have a video about cards that probably shouldn't exist in Arena, and Shadow Council was on the list, but it's just like, the thing is that there's just bigger problems right now, and they're called Goliath Sneeds Destroyer. It's just, that's the thing, is it's just old news. Yeah. They never removed it, and like, you know, they're never going to know. You know, it's true. Wand Maker doesn't exist, so you don't see it as often. There was a period where the epic bug existed and Shadow Council was in, and you saw a lot of Shadow Councils, and it was kind of bad, but
Sworn it went back together.
okay. He's got 5 legendaries in one deck. Nice.
Is it gold in the shadows?
It's OP.
This one goes there.
That's a hell of a draw. So things are going very well for us right now.
Free of that blasted tower.
Does that thing ever completely eat us alive? Surely not, right? I believe we have a saying for this, and it's that surely nothing bad happens. Priest definitely has bad things that could happen. Imagine like a Psyche split.
Be gone.
Okay, that's fine. He could Elec mount now. But like if he Elec mounts, we're more likely to get it than him. So surely he'll be okay. Also, he might get the coin. He wouldn't dare game. That's what I expected. Okay, we'll kill that before something bad happens. I mean, I can Sneeds that. I can also Siphon it. I can also, which I guess I'll do. I guess I'll Bone Merit. Seems, this seems fine. So you have chosen death.
Purify the fallen.
I don't have to do this right now. I can though. Wreck. Oh, he just has a random drafted Sneeds. Okay. Fair. Coin life tap, by the way. Okay.
I could have sworn it went back together.
We will hold the Black Temple.
They showed a screenshot of Santa, an advertisement of Santa having to provide proof of vaccination. Okay. Do I need to kill this 9-4? I mean, I kind of should. We're just going to kill him with Alex eventually, right? That's our plan.
Obviously, I never miss.
You're too kind. You were wise not to trust me.
Yeah, like getting completely one-shot by Bellmaster would probably be less than ideal too.
I brought enough for everyone.
Pretty good potion pull here, I guess.
A little healing.
If I can get one self-damage, it's lethal. Slinger is lethal. Enemy minion? What? God damn it. Ugh. Why does this say enemy minion?
Obviously, I never miss.
It is not a valid argument.
Fuck. Why?
Obviously, I never miss. Shells up.
Show these mortals your true form. Is that
He's a good pirate. Pirates wouldn't betray. But pirates are known for mutiny. Why would pirates not be able to betray? They're not able to mutiny? This is immersion breaking. There's only 50-50 lethal. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, actually.
The goddess is my shield.
Would I have taken the 50-50 if I could? It honestly would have been a tough decision. It probably wouldn't. We probably wouldn't have even been correct to take the 50-50 because we're so favored from that position without it that it's probably wrong. But hard to say. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things doesn't belong.
Step up.
Obviously, I never miss. What goes there?
Is there a choice of 3 mechs that are pure garbage? There are a lot of bad mechs. There's meat. You can get like Meat Wagon. What are the 3 worst mechs? There's some pretty bad mechs. The worst mechs are, you can get Hecklebot, Meat Wagon, and Explosive Sheep, or Burglebot. That's like the worst. Those are like the worst 4 ones by far.
I wonder.
Water. I mean, Spire Tank is not a bad card though. Well, no, Meat Wagon is 100% pure garbage. But like, yeah, you can't get 3 mechs that are 100% always pure garbage. Because, yeah, like, sometimes a Noyatron or Explosive Sheep or Replicatatron or Safeguard, sometimes they're okay. My problem with this is that Yeti dies. You could Rust Raider this, but like that doesn't feel good either. I think you're losing a Rust Raider. We'll go for this. But yeah, it's also true that everything is garbage compared to Sneeds. I did not expect him to do that. Heh. No! Okay. Hey, look, a natural spider tank, not created by. Stop healing. Stop. Stop. So you play broken card, right? You've all been in this guy's slot before. He's desperately fighting for board. We've played a Deeprun Engineer. We've all been here. Now it is your time. Needs is a bit painful when you're playing on a high latency server, actually.
Out of your depths.
Shit. Okay, so I could Alex, but I should probably just Bone Mirror so that next turn we can kill him with Alex. Tap Blast to make opponent feel like we're noob. Joke's on him, because he doesn't know that we actually are a noob. I do remember that game. Baby tune. You might want to kill the 5/5, not the 2/2. How is it we just had a deck with Coilfang and Sneed, and we just run into a Coilfang and Sneed deck? I don't know what this game is right now. Just nothing makes sense anymore. Every game feels the same. Well, I don't think every game feels the same right now. Because there's games that have Sneeds in them, and then there's games that don't have Sneeds in them, and then those two categories of games feel very differently. Because, you know, like games that don't involve Sneeds are generally very honest arena games. Honest arena game, Ray emote. We don't want honest arena games. We want our Sneeds. Honest for my opponent, but not for me. I started playing much differently in this meta too. I used to coin twos way more. I don't coin twos anymore. It's interesting. Because I tend to save the coin for later game power plays now. Okay. It's actually, that's one of the funny things that seems like it's changed. Because it was always kind of the case, but it's like, especially now, it doesn't feel like you win the game by like coining twos or something. And just snowballing, like it just doesn't work anymore. Is this a silence or a buff? It's Probably good to get the silence down. He's not playing a buff class, so he can't buff it further. Definitely want to increase the volume from where it is, because like I feel like, I don't know, if people that watch on YouTube have a different opinion, I'd be interested to know, but I feel like I'd rather it be softer for YouTube in general. Like if anything, I'm almost leaning towards like killing the music completely, to be honest. But I keep it. For now. You need one more turn to kill your opponent. They trade into an Alexstrasza on 10 mana. Oh, that's brutal. That is disgusting. Help you stay positive when your 6-0 deck is now 6-3 after facing 3 Sneeds on 7 in a row. Just look at the flower emote in the title of this stream and experience the joy coming from the flower emote. That is the only help I can provide. A pure positivity. But yeah, it's just brutal right now. Like that can happen, and it's just like there's just nothing you can. You just hope to not run into them all at once, right? In 3 consecutive games, but it's like it just happens. It's just the percentage of it is too high. I'm sure Vanguard's become much worse because of Bone Marrow. Yeah, it has. It's funny because it's usually good because there aren't that many other options. The problem is also it just dies to Sneeds, so. It's Bone Marrow and Sneeds both just kind of eat it, so it's not really good enough, you know? No. I'm 1 mana off lethal. I could kill it. It's probably fine to leave it up though. Maintain the board tension because we have the Siphon Soul. If you kill it and he has just like a Lightning Storm, you can't kill him immediately, so Lightning Storm by itself, Lightning Storm plus a ping kind of screws us now, but Lightning Storm by itself doesn't screw us. These guys have so much late game, these Shaman and Demon Hunters. Maybe we get silence. Not quite. Guys, nothing but taunt. Holy shit, he just picked everything that had taunt on it. Ah!
This one's a real page turner. Up here.
long can this go on? And they probably wanted to not be able to overclear stuff, so they just like, oh yeah, we'll just make it be able to kill death rattles. Cause okay, sure, but it really shouldn't be able to. That's also the other thing is that yeah, the more bigger thing is that it just shouldn't exist. Yeah.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
They went and played Sneeds with Noggenfogger on board. I don't know how that works exactly. Well, I know how it works, but I have not seen that. That would be hilarious. I did think about that myself too. I was like, that would be pretty hilarious. That should happen. Noggenfogger only targets legal targets? I don't know actually. Because yeah, like you can't hit yourself in the face with Noggenfogger on board, so I think so. It's only legal targets, right? I think that makes sense. Because you can't swing and hit yourself in the face. Because if it wasn't only legal targets, you'd be able to hit yourself in the face, but you can't. Well, it bypasses taunt, yes, but that's not... Something beyond taunt is not an illegal target as far as the game's concerned. Played this, it kind of gets farmed. I mean, it's okay, I give a buff to this. Another thing that makes it a little less okay is just the fact that hypothetically he gets these value trades and I just can't really punish them.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
Well, misdirection has different text, I think. It says random character. It's like kind of different. You wouldn't be surprised if Sneeds ignores the Noggenfogger effect. It might, honestly. I forget. I think I saw something on Reddit actually that I think it might actually just straight up ignore it. I forget what they said. Actually, it might be the case that it just straight up ignores it, because like the way it works in this game mode is, or in Hearthstone in general, is that they have to actually code this shit individually, because nothing really automatically works. So they have to code all these card interactions individually. So that's like a really good example of something they would actually have to individually code, and they probably just didn't, you know? So it probably just straight up doesn't work. We have to get, it does feel like we just have to get potion here. When I said potion, I mean potion of madness. Did not get potion of madness. Magic. I mean, even if we get potion of madness, we're still getting completely wrecked. You know, so I feel bad for the people that actually have to code this game, because like from the outside, like we obviously don't know exactly what they have to deal with, but it's like it just seems like I work on a coding team, and like I mean it's like I don't have to deal with this kind of bullshit that they have. It seems like they just have like an unbelievable level of ridiculousness that they have to deal with, and at least for the people that are there now, it doesn't seem like it's their fault, right? It's just it's the system that they inherited. that other people probably, it's probably the fault of the people that set it up in the first place, you know, which aren't, probably mostly aren't the people that are there now. But I mean, like, it's might not even be the fault of people that set it up in the first place. More just the fact that they were forced to do it under pressure because of the same reason that they released Mercs unfinished, right? I think we're dead, chat. I don't know that Alec can save us here. I mean, maybe. It's just, we have to Alex this probably. Just, it seems very much not good enough. Seems extremely not good enough, actually. Talking about cards that shouldn't exist in this game mode.
For the light, for my daughter.
Alone give me strength.
Priest-Warlock versus Priest-Warlock. Has anything happened since Wednesday regarding Arena? Nothing. There's going to be some kind of, well, there's going to be like a balance patch on Tuesday. So we'll see whether or not they include anything for Arena. But there hasn't been anything, like even on like Twitter and stuff, there hasn't been any kind of any acknowledgement of Arena since about a week ago. Last weekend they said, one of the new community managers for Blizzard said that they knew that people were complaining about Deeprun Engineer, but nothing else has been said since that. They didn't say anything like whether or not they'll do anything. And that was before last Wednesday. So since Wednesday, yeah, nothing. Yeah, that was the last information they gave, I think. Which was, I think that was actually the same day where they also said that they were extending dual class until the expansion. That was the last day that they've released anything about Arena.
Keep your thoughts to yourself.
What is this trash? The fuck? What is this garbage? Wow. My opponent has bad cards. Shadow spell? That's a shadow spell, right? Yep. Fuck. Well, okay, actually, it's probably shower death. It's probably shower death, and like you can't death this, so it's fine. Actually, I misplayed. I should have yeah. Probably should have traded off the taunt. I wasn't thinking. Probably better have 2/1/1s rather than the taunted 2/3 because of this thing. kind of a problem for us. We had a ping. That turn is way better for us. If we tap into either of our slingers.
Smelly fish, yummy fish.
Okay. Much better shape now. Try and get the thing.
Sworn it went back together.
Not the thing we're looking for, but still pretty good. Just take the stats. I could just kill this and play that. Because we have exactly enough damage to kill the big thing. Alright, let's do that. How many 12 O's do I have? Like ever? I do not know. I don't know the answer. I want to say like 30 total? Probably? I don't know. 20 to 30? Oh, how many of the achievements do I have? I have 3 different accounts is the thing, so. I've been playing on 3 different accounts. All my accounts have like 3 roughly, but combined, if you combine all of them, I have like 5 or 6. It made me really sad when I tap and I tap into exactly Siphon Soul. It's a good card. I think I actually just saved the Rescued Raider. You got your first 12-0 on duels. Nice. I have 0 12-0s on duels. I've only done like 2 or 3 duels runs total. I don't remember what my best one was. It's probably like 9 or something. They added a 12-0 achievement for Diablo and duels and it's bugged. Oh, that's awful. Really a tragedy. That's a problem. I mean, we have very good cards. He has like this defensive deck. It probably doesn't have a whole lot of value in it. Maybe, hopefully. Tap like Alex. One time. One time. And that's pretty good. Tap, see what we get. Firefly. Free from Ember, I think it's a rare. It's probably more common to get it from Spell Discover than it is to actually draft it. Ah, he did get it from the Spell Discover. Hmm. When you call things like that, that gets a ban. Any last words, Justin? Okay, that we can survive. Okay, that we cannot survive. Well, I guess we're not getting better freeze than that. Rip Justin. Guy also just has a fucking Lady Prester. I mean, I want to kill his face, but I mean, we could. It's annoying that this Lion's Guard isn't active, because if the Lion's Guard was active, we have a 1 in 5 of tapping into mount, and then you can just go face instead of lethal. I don't know. I think we do just kill this. If you could guarantee you could tap into mount, you would do that. The thing is like, we have a pretty fair chance by just him, you know, it's not like the normal situation against Prestor where they're going to draw shit. Like, they only have 5 cards. So you're not in the normal situation where you're like, well, they'll get you Sarah eventually. It's like they really might just not get you Sarah. Nice. Seems like a misplay. Yes. Because, like, doing it this way, I think we, assuming he doesn't have the answer, which I don't think he does at that point, we have, like, a 10% of just getting you Sarah'd. But otherwise, I think we just win. Priest Mage.
The goddess is my shield.
Let's find cards that don't suck or aren't 7 mana. Golaka, our Wealth Redistributor. Wealth Redistributor is like the best card ever printed. How's that card doing in the win rates, actually? Wealth Redistributor is lower win rate than Deeprun Engineer. That is so dumb. But it's almost as high as Deeprun Engineer. Wealth Redistributor is the next best card in... These are the win rates. There's Bannerman, Varian, Deeprun Engineer, Angling Rod, and then Wealth Redistributor. Wealth Redistributor is even better than Righteous Defense, which is bonkers. I kind of want this draw here. But this is also good. I used to play without... I only started using Tracker when I started streaming. I always played without Tracker, actually. Because I was kind of... I kind of followed the same philosophy that I thought that it wasn't... You don't... You... Ideally, you want to actually know what's in your deck. And you don't have to, like... Because you want... The thing is like, if you're looking at your list to think what's in my deck, all your thought process are not... completely internalizing all of it. You want that to all be internal rather than just thinking. You shouldn't be just looking at the game. You should be thinking of the game in the context of what your deck is, basically. So ideally, you don't need to rely on an external resource, essentially. But especially while streaming, it's just like I can't be spending all my fucking conscious effort thinking about what's in my deck, you know. It's not realistic. It's not a good idea. Really rude. Yeah, it's the other thing is that you kind of need to have it, even if I were to like, because people, at least some people want the tracker anyway, right? It's like I would have to like, people would still ask for it, and it's like unless I were gonna like run it but then still actively turn it off, it's like why would I not have it on, you know? Why would I not look at it? 'Cause, I mean, I don't actually look at it that much even, to be honest. Good for snipers. Well, snipers usually aren't the brightest people, so I mean, if it's not actually in your hand, they're probably not going to be smart enough to actually make any decisions that'll help them. If anything, you probably will overload their, like, handful of brain cells with the extra information of the deck tracker, and it'll probably just, like, break them, you know? So if anything, you're probably just overflowing their brains, so they just won't be able to do anything. Oh, that's kind of annoying. It seems like not that good for him, actually.
Could have sworn it went back together.
Obviously, I never know.
He wasn't using deck track until you started playing Arena. It also makes sense, right? Because, like, I mean, the thing is like, in Arena, it's a little annoying to have to, like, memorize all your decks, right? But if you're playing, like, Constructed, it's like, you should know what's in your deck. Like, you're playing Constructed, right? So, that also makes sense. Should be fine. These guys only played 2 cards above 2 mana, by the way. He's played a bunch of 1 and 2 mana cards and a Bone Drake and a Meteor. When does the event end? It ends when the expansion ends. This guy could have silenced our guy and didn't. Okay. I have bad news for you, sir.
Do you have an audience with the king?
Okay, at this point, this is never going to go off, so let's just play it now. If I had this in hand, I would have played this instead, obviously, but did not have it in hand.
Time may pass, but
Just casual drafted Ysera, okay. It was kind of expected, to be honest. Not exactly surprised. So we're going to get him with Awakens. We get 1 more damage, so we do win with Alexstrasza. Okay, we don't win with Alexstrasza anymore. We didn't even have to play Dream. Shit, that's really bad for us. Oh, we might just lose to Ysera here. God, it's like this guy's deck is so fucking trash, except he has a fucking Ysera, actually. So insane. He didn't dream it. It's interesting. No, that was a drafted Ysera. This is not how you should be playing this, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. He still has that dragon. Do I play the 4 or do I tap? Tapping would matter if we hit Elec Mount. But just playing double 4 here seems okay. Alex is lethal now, hypothetically. He's sitting on this dragon all game. This guy's like unwilling to ever play this thing. Yeah. Okay, well. Maybe I'll play that silence. I don't know if the guy knows that he can actually play this card. It feels like he doesn't actually know that that thing is actually playable. This is a dragon. Do we just mount? Do we just mount his this thing, or do we could silence this? We should probably just do this, huh? But like by doing this, even with this heal, he's still in Alex range. He also can't even kill this on board. He's Deathwing, but he's dead. It was Deathwing. He's not dead, actually. Forgot about that. We'll find Alexstrasza eventually, Copium. Alex is in our deck. It's not just our deck tracker pulling this Copium. He's totally in there, Copium. He's actually not in there, Copium. But it's okay. Not bad. Third 12 of the day. Boom, boom, boom. Is that what the kids do? Probably. Watch this on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. If you liked it, hit the dislike button if you disliked it. If you disliked it and you're 2 hours into a video, what are you doing? I just hate watching. That's not healthy. Dude, we had 3 12s today, and all 3 of the 12s were 250, 255, 255. It was 255 golden rare, 255 golden rare, and 250 epic. What? Okay. Okay. It's a good day, though. An excellent day.